Do you want your business to be featured in Forbes, Entrepreneur, or Inc. magazine? And have your name, face, and story featured next to someone like Oprah? Want to become one of the best known experts in your industry so you can charge higher prices, gain instant credibility with your market, and be viewed as a top thought leader? Well, if so, we might be able to help you. In fact, in the last 11 months alone, we have helped over 136 entrepreneurs and professionals get featured in Tier 1 publications like Forbes, Entrepreneur, and Inc. magazine. And we are looking for a few new partners to become their personal PR agency and turn them into a celebrity and recognized name in their industry. We'll get you featured in a Tier 1 magazine like Forbes, Entrepreneur, or Inc., and it will be guaranteed. See, we'll promote your face, your company, and your story next to your industry leaders like Oprah, Marie Forleo, Brene Brown, Tim Ferriss, Tony Robbins. You get the picture, right? We're gonna run traffic to these articles so you can build up to 50 or even 60K retargetable leads every single month. We'll get you featured in enough Tier 2 magazines so that you can get that blue tick next to your name on Instagram and Facebook, and help you create a PR strategy to leverage your new exposure and get on podcasts with big names, get featured in more magazines, and explode your brand's credibility. Interested to hear more? Well, our team is looking for a few more reputable experts to partner with so that we can help establish them as the market leader, a trusted authority, and domain expert in their niche. And also to help them grow PR to grow their company into exponential numbers. You see, imagine yourself, your name, your company, next to celebrities like Oprah, Mark Cuban, Gary Vee. I mean, before I tell you even more about this opportunity, here's a little bit more about myself so you know who you're actually speaking with. My name is Rhonda Swan. I'm actually the CEO and founder of the Unstoppable Branding Agency. I'm also an international speaker. I'm a best-selling author, a personal branding and business strategist. I have built multiple seven-figure businesses exclusively online and have helped hundreds of people just in the last 11 months alone get themselves and their brands featured in Tier 1 publications like Forbes, Entrepreneur, and Inc. magazine to help grow their brand's credibility. And now I want to help you. Now, if you want to become a leading expert and recognized thought leader in your market, charge higher fees, and grow your brand, then please pay close attention, because this may be the most important opportunity you'll ever be presented with. Our revolutionary celebrity PR method has built our clients into a recognizable, credible brand name in their industry, and has allowed them to raise prices, attract more clients, and gain more opportunities than they've ever done before. We all know that having true credibility and expert status is the most effective way to gain trust and influence over your market, right? Because having trust and influence with your market translates into more sales, more clients, and certainly a lot more opportunities. But the problem is, growing a brand to a position of authority can take years. In fact, even if it ever even happens, most people are considering themselves a best kept secret. So this new little known celebrity PR method is a shortcut around all of that. It's the fastest method we've ever discovered to not only charge higher prices and higher fees without any pushback from new clients, gain immediate trust with your market, generate massive brand awareness in new markets, become a preeminent celebrity status authority in your industry, all in less than 60 days and without even doing it yourself. Now, I'm going to reveal this exact details in just a moment, because first I need to explain why this new celebrity PR method works so extremely well. The way most experts try to build trust with their market is based off of outdated and traditional methods. If you're anything like me, you've been taught to use video testimonials and old school direct marketing techniques in advertising to build trust and credibility. And there's nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong, there's always a place and a time for testimonials. Because of social media though, we're exposed to so much marketing and advertising content that people today just trust differently. In fact, a study that was done by Nielsen revealed that PR is 90% more effective than advertising in influencing your consumers. In fact, people just don't trust brands as much as they used to anymore. So they take months, even years, and tens of thousands of dollars to scale to that point that you actually want. And there's no guarantee that it's actually going to work. Sounds pretty risky, right? Well, maybe even a little familiar. I don't know about you, but I really don't have $10,000 and $20,000 laying around anymore to test this kind of marketing ideas, trying to convince my market to actually trust me. I want to make sure I'm instantly seen as an expert and have authority and trust in my market. That's why we've developed a completely new model, specifically for consultants, authors, and speakers. This new model is about gaining instant trust, credibility, and expert positioning within your market. And it's called the Authority Expert Model. Take a look at this graph. This was based on consultants being paid per hour. Now, if you look at the left, you'll notice that the baseline of $100 is a per hour amount. And it goes all the way up to a level 5 consultant that has more visibility. Look at the difference in a level 1, making $240 an hour. Not so bad. However, imagine yourself being at a level 5, making $1,357 per hour, all because of your credibility and your positioning in the marketplace. We know that brands that have more visibility make more money. But what does this really mean for you? Well, have you ever heard of the Oprah effect? Take a look at Take the Cake brand, for example. Before they went on Oprah, the owner literally had $19 in the owner's account. They were nearly bankrupt. However, after being showcased on Oprah, phone lines were swamped within hours. Cakes sold at Whole Foods and have been now featured on the Food Network. What about the story of Sarah Blakely and Spanx? They've sold 50,000 of their products in just 3 months after being on Oprah, and since then have sold over 5 million pairs of their product. What about Carol's daughter? Before selling products out of their kitchen, they moved into a new office. They went on to Oprah and their sales soared in the next quarter. They were 3 times more normal than they were before, and they eventually grew to a $20 million per year company. Now, what do all these companies, though, have in common? Imagine your name and company being promoted alongside an expert in your industry, like Oprah, maybe Marie Forleo, Amy Porterfield. You want to know the best part? Is that rather than reaching out and pitching yourself to hundreds of publications, trying to write your own story, not knowing the exact hooks and angles to use, spending money trying to find the right media opportunities, guessing on exactly what to write in your article and risk it getting wrong, writing tons of content and hope it gets picked up, and anything to do with all these small steps on your own to getting published in a tier 1 magazine, you don't have to do any of that to get featured, because as your personal PR department, we will do it all for you. So let me share with you our 3 steps of what we do and how to get you featured into this authority model. Number 1, creating your celebrity frame. Doing PR properly and leveraging it to get most out of it comes down to how you position yourself, your brand, and your message. You see, if you want your PR to be effective, you need to be very strategic with what you're saying in your article. You don't want to talk about your company values or your vision unless you want your audience eyes to glaze over and have them completely ignore you. See, after working with over 136 new clients just in the last 11 months alone to get them featured and get them amazing results with their PR pieces, we essentially have experience in nearly every industry, category, or niche, which means we know what angles, messaging to talk about to attract the audience that wants you and what angles to avoid. Step 1, creating your celebrity frame. We're going to personally interview you about your company, your vision, and your brand to extract the finest essence of your story. With that information, we're going to craft your story with the right hooks, keywords, and angles that position you correctly in the marketplace so you stand out from everyone else. Then we'll show you the most effective ways to use your PR pieces in your current marketing to charge higher prices and gain instant credibility. When you do this right, you'll have a powerful message that positions you as the expert authority in your market that actually attracts perfect audience and delivers a ton of ready-to-buy leads. For instance, let's use an example of Kim Barrett. He was placed in an article of the top 20 podcasts of 2020. Since then, Kim has now made him one of the #1 podcasts that receives reach outs, including having several 100 million per year companies reach out to have their CEOs interviewed, as well as increasing his influence and marketing space, correlating to be one of the top 50 most influential PPC and top 5 rising stars in his space. He got an interview with Grant Cardone and Brad Sugars, all because he was positioned properly in a Tier 1 magazine. You want us to personally help establish you as a celebrity frame for you and your brand and get you published? After we craft this celebrity frame and develop the proper positioning, we need to get you published and get your message out there. But here's the big secret. Writers and contributors are not able to accept payment for their articles. However, they do get compensated in other ways for articles that do very well, which is good for you because we already have established connections and writers and contributors. So getting your article placed in a Tier 1 magazine is something we can actually guarantee. We work on your behalf and pitch for you to the right ones that we know would accept your story. See, this is why trying to get featured in yourself normally is a big waste of time and energy. There's tiny little nuances that most people just don't know anything about, which now leads us up to step number 2, publishing your feature. See, we personally write your article and reach out to relevant Tier 1 magazines to get you featured or placed besides an industry leader without you needing to do the networking yourself. Then we get you in full featured Forbes cover so that you can use it for promotional purposes so that you can establish your credibility frame in your marketing and even develop your media kit based on the feature for you so you can use that to book future speaking gigs. And when you do this right, you gain immediate credibility and expert status by being featured in a Tier 1 magazine and placed besides industry leaders. This media kit is your key to get you into these top tier publications, podcast stages. It is one of the best resources that we've created for our clients. Just ask Robert McGinnis. Robert, right after getting featured, he closed an $18,000 client and contract that pays him monthly. And now because of that, he uses his media kit to get featured, getting more organic leads, to get on other podcasts, and to get different sponsorship opportunities. It continues to work for you because it's like your ticket in. So do you want us to get you placed in the next to Oprah or Gary Vee or your industry's leader next to inside a Tier 1 magazine? If so, then I want you to fill out the application on this page. But it actually gets even more magical, so hold on. The real secret that's responsible for our clients having such tremendous success with their PR features is not just because of how simple and fast it is to get featured when they work with us. Remember how I told you that we'll also drive traffic to that article and promote it to make it go viral? We'll teach you and show you how to create contests as well. With this strategy, we can blow up your brand. Guys, this is really, really big deal. You see, all these visitors end up being red hot leads because they see you as a true authority, which is what helped us even drop our lead cost from $15 a lead all the way down to $3 a lead while raising the quality of leads on a $5,000 offer, which now actually brings us to step number 3, pushing traffic. We're going to promote the heck out of your articles, sending over 50,000 visitors to that article and through paid media to your market so that you can get tons of ready to buy leads or people that are seeing you as the authority. We'll also be sending it to our personal network of high quality and high level entrepreneurs that are opening the doors for you to get on more stages, to get targeted views, and to even get more Tier 1 publications and celebrity status. See, when you do this right, you'll have quality targeted eyeballs and the market that's seeing your article every single day that positions you as the expert without spending a single dime on ads. Just like Jen Rudolph. She was already established. She works directly with actors. However, her brand shot through the roof when she went into PR. In record time, she has brought in over $50,000 as a result of being part of our program and the work that our team does, and got to get her featured in Forbes and in Entrepreneur Magazine consistently. So let me just recap. Here's how we help our partners. Step 1, we interview you and craft your story so you have a powerful message that positions you as the expert authority in your market and actually attracts you perfect audience. Step 2, we personally write your article and reach out to relevant Tier 1 magazines and pitch you to get you featured or placed besides an industry leader so you gain immediate credibility and expert status. Step 3, we send over 50,000 visitors to your article and promote it to our personal network so you have quality, retargetable eyeballs in your market, seeing your articles and seeing you positioned as an expert so you gain tons of credibility and ready to buy leads. Plus, we'll even pitch your story to hundreds of other Tier 2 magazines and podcasts and articles to get you more publicity. Remember, this is all done for you, so you don't have to actually do anything. Does this sound like something you're interested in? Well, here's the offer one last time. We are looking for new partners to become their PR agency and turn them into a celebrity and recognizable name in their industry. We'll get you featured in Tier 1 publications and magazines like Forbes, Entrepreneur Inc. magazine, guaranteed. We'll promote your face, your company, and story next to your industry leaders like Oprah, Marie Forleo, and Brené Brown. Run traffic to articles so that you get 50 to 60 retargetable leads. And we'll get you featured in enough Tier 2 publication and magazines so that you can get featured and get that blue tick next to your name on Instagram and Facebook. Everyone wants it, but we know the method. We know what they want now. And help you get PR strategy and leverage your new exposure and get on podcasts with big names, get you featured in more magazines and explode your credibility. Are you ready to become a celebrity in your industry? Well, if so, fill out the application right now that's on this page. I'm so excited to not only meet you, but to learn more about your company, learn more about your business, and to speak to you directly to see if you are qualified to be featured in a Tier 1 publication so that we can help explode your brand. I'm looking forward to meeting you, and don't forget to be unstoppable. We'll see you on the inside.